not doing random this time. That was awful. Did I turn off starting soon? Starting soon's not even on this scene. That's the thing. I did a completely separate scene for this, and I think I might get into doing that more. Especially since I have an idea of a better starting screen in mind now. Who knows if I'll actually do that. Hopefully our volume's good. Right. The last thing we did was go to Euclid to get some spell stuff for Arche. Now we have a full party. We can go try and fight Douse now. This mysterious magician who is causing so much trouble. It's very interesting. We just fought Demeter, and he had the Spectre of Death over him to signify that he was a minion of Douse. Whatever Douse is trying to do, he's using some pretty cruel methods, it seems. I'm not even sure if Demeter was actually... Who knows if he was actually telling the truth? I don't. We gotta get back to Venetia. Getting back attacked. We're well leveled, it seems, because nothing's giving me a hassle. We're gonna make our way to Albanista. Hopefully we can get some story beats there and I can start talking more about the history of this place. That's the mayor's place. Oh, they're gone. I wonder... Is Ewan? Oh boy. The side quest continues. I'll be the one to decide who you marry. A country girl like that will never do. Why would you get to decide who I'm going to marry? You don't have to know why. All you have to do is listen to what I say. Old-fashioned. I'm not your slave, Dad. Nancy! Just forget about that girl already. I never knew you didn't give a damn about anyone but yourself. How dare you talk to me like that? Elwyn! That damn fool. Hey Doug, what's up? What are you doing? Who are you supposed to be? You can't just stroll in here. I said the same thing earlier. Haha, I'm in your desk. I'm the leader of a big company. I don't want my son to be happy. Wop 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 wop. I have a feeling they might not be in Venetia anymore. That or they're at the docks. It's the most important side quest in the year 4900 or wherever we are. 200? They said years earlier. I've talked to these people before. Imagine how many people dreamt of doing sorcery as a kid. Man, see. This guy can. I've already talked to him. So like, maybe if I have a child who can use sorcery. Should I like to know that myself? I'm not able to sell Aranista when Douse I'm still saying this. Oh, we have Archie with us, so... Say, Mr. Captain, won't you please listen to Archie's little request? If you listen, maybe I can do something special for you later. Oh, that's lovely. I don't want to hear something like that from a kid. Thank you. Oh, gosh, thank you. Oh, you're terrible. Captain, we're willing to pay whatever you ask for passage to Alvanista. Alright. I mean, I know you're a half-elf, but... that doesn't mean you age that differently. I don't know. Let's see, for the fares, we include quite expensive cost of food and insurance. So it'll be 170 gold per person. That'll be 680 gold. That's not bad. You know, these prices are fairly reasonable. These guys are just trying to make a living. I've got plenty, because I'm well leveled. It's the RPG life, RPG hero life that we all strive for in this economy. Also, that cave I thought we were going to initially, I'm pretty sure is where Undini is. So now I want to go there even more. Sea breeze feels great. It sure does. Shut up, Clarth. Clarth, which one do you have your eyes on? Huh? What are you talking about? About Mint and Archie, obviously. Mint has that prim and proper thing going out for her. Archie is that carefree attitude, Archie and that carefree attitude certainly has their own kind of charm as well. Hold on. I haven't thought about that yet. Yeah, right. Well then, you're saying that I've got first choice, I suppose. Clarth, what is your relationship with Merald? I need to know now. Anyway, Clarth, don't you already have Merald? What are you talking about? She's just my assistant. How, you expect me to believe that? Hey, what were you two talking about just now? Nothing. Nothing you'd be interested in. Nothing at all, really. Oh, I want to hear. This. You're all adventurers? Reminds me of Hawk from Second Insetsu 3. Well, something like that. And you are? I'm Mayor, a wandering swordsman. A mercenary. No, I'm hoping to explore the Moria mine. Moria mine? The remains of the old dwarven mining settlement. You must have at least heard of the name, right? Sadly, entry is forbidden except for those with permission from Alvanista. So I assume you have some way to get approval? Basically, I know a guy at the Adventurers Guild. Anyway, I'm starved, so I guess it's nearly mealtime. Well then, I'm off. So did he, like, just see that we were paying for this ship? I was just like, oh hey, me too. Suddenly I'm feeling kind of hungry too. Should I get something to eat too? Oh. Now then. Is there anywhere left to sit? Yo. Mayor saved us up some spots. How about it? Care to join me? Sure. Doesn't look like there's anywhere else to sit anyway. I don't remember this guy that much. I wonder if he wasn't in the SNES version. That could just not be remembering. How about having a drink with me? You can hold your liquor, right? I'm sure Clark can. Seems like that kind of person. Sounds great. Then to our fortunate meeting, cheers. Cheers! Hey, keep them coming, you hear? After 1 hour, those two are blasted. How long are these two going to keep drinking like this? After 2 hours. Archie, are you going to be okay? Oh boy. After 3 hours. So after all that trouble, I opened up the hard-won treasure box, and it was totally empty. Ha 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 ha. Man, do I know the feeling. I just noticed that Mint and Kless have disappeared. By the way, this can't go beyond the two of us, but... What's that? Going and getting all serious on me. My true objective isn't to access the Moria mines. What? Thanks for the voice acting. Stop it, Kless. Don't touch me there. I'm ticklish on my feet. That. My true objective is... make contact with my friends in the Adventurers Guild and sell restricted intelligence information related to Alvanista. Intelligence? Right. The seemingly calm surface of Alvanista. In reality, it's just a facade concealing the fact that it's already more or less under Dows's control. What? Well, how? That's the trick here. The royal family of the Kingdom of Alvanista has but one heir to the throne. In other words, Prince Liard has been possessed by one of Dows's followers. Because of that, Alvanista's, although equal in power to the Kingdom of Midgard in the east, doesn't openly oppose Dow's. No, not that they don't oppose him, but that they're in a position such that they can't oppose him. I don't know what to say. Oh, Kless, come on, stop it. She's not saying Kless in the actual voice acting. She's just saying, like, don't touch me there and stop. But it's in a silly way. At any rate, what I've told you here is an absolute secret. That bartender can totally hear us, like 100%. Now then, I guess it's about time we break up this wedding. Yeah. Archie, you'll catch a cold if you sleep here. Stupid Kless. Oh, but also the reason they wouldn't put the names is because you can rename them. Right. It's the Final Fantasy effect. Just what the hell are you dreaming about? Up we go. Party girl. Jeez. Gotta get some titles for her that we didn't have yet, because she's new to the party, I guess. Hey Archie, we're here. Okay. Go to sleep. All of you. I don't think Mint was asleep yet. Knocking on the door. Oh, Mayor, good morning. Is something the matter? Kless, look out. Clark, what are you doing? Kless, after him. Mayor's being controlled. Clark, are you alright? My head is killing me. The perfect time to have a hangover. Clark, you should just rest here. I'm going after him. Oh, you, Mint. Mint, there's an enemy. Wake up. I don't feel well enough to move. I must be seasick. Mint is in no condition to fight. Okay. Gotta separate the party somehow. I guess it is make everybody feel like shit. Except for Kless. Where'd he go? Up here? Oh, he's over there. What do they say? Ah, so scary. Hey, you! Hurry and do something about that man. None of us can stop his rampage. He's too strong. What in the world is wrong with that guy? I need to change my abilities a little. I want you to be swallowed. I want to make it so that this is Thunderfall. This is Tiger Fang. This is Demon Fang. Tiger Blade, Timer Fang. Okay, I see. We had it on Japanese last time, so I could not tell what they were in English. You have to say about this part? Bart Ender. Mayor, get a grip. Help me. Interesting. There's something I realized that I've started trying to do. One of the most useful features in later Tales games is a backstep that you get from guarding and then hitting back. Wow, that didn't hit at all. I'm too close. Stop that. Alright, listen. That didn't even hit. Demon Blade was mastered. I can finally stop using it. I think the weird thing about items is, okay, there is a delay. It doesn't cancel, though. Oh, this is gonna hurt. It didn't. I auto-blocked. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, item use is very, forgiving in this. Because in, like, Symphonia especially, you will be cancelled a lot of the times when you try to use them alone. Plus, are you alright? Mare was being controlled by a demon. No doubt one of Dowse's minions. Imagine he was trying to eliminate all those who knew the truth of the situation in Alvanissa. What about Mare? So it's too late. Things are going to be much harder for us from now on. It's clear Dowse now knows what we're trying to do. Yeet. Oh man. Well, we don't know is what Dowse is trying to do. And I know because that's history, and I have history prepared for this, but I don't think I should spoil it yet. Because I know a scene is coming up before we go back to the present. Thank you for everything that you've done for us. Sorry to have trouble with you, Captain. No need for that. It's just the kind of era we live in. We all have to do our part to help each other go on living. I'm glad there are still people who feel that way. Heh, well then, take care of yourselves. Thanks, Mr. Captain. Thank you very much. Let's get to Alvanissa Castle as soon as possible. We have to hurry and rescue the prince and Hold on, just a second. I've been thinking about this since before. Let's stop at the inn. I want to discuss what our next move should be. I'm sure Kless will appreciate the healing. I'm asking if it's possible to book a trip around the world. Please, can't you take me on my trip? Or if you're asking me that right now, you must have no idea what's going on in the world. It's impossible. This is a nice sounding place. I like this song. What do you want from me, crab? Oh no, is there a crab? What's he up to? Could you please ask you to step aside? I'd really like it if you move. Won't you please step aside, just for us? Please move. Guess the only choice is to wait. Can't get around it at all, actually. It needs to come all the way over here. It'd be wise not to go head on with that crab. Well, in the end, all you can do is wait. Interesting. Wait, that person looked suspicious as hell. Not you. The grocery prices in Alvanissa are just horrible. If only we could import rice from the Euclid region. Though it's always hard to tell how important something like rice will truly impact the local market. Grocery prices in Venice are awful. That's why we're working for a way to import cheaper goods from the Euclid region. Hey, how about selling me the rice you have there? I'll give you 100 gold for it all. Sure. I'm helping the economy or something. I don't know. I think Euclid is supposed to be like a farming region at this point, and they didn't really emphasize that very well. Welcome to Avenista. Here we have elves employed at all varieties of important positions. In other countries, many of them will be lucky to even hold jobs. National policies have always been aimed at adopting sorcery into our culture as much as possible. It's interesting how many elves are actually around, not just half-elves, in this. There are always tons of adventurers gathering at the bar. They're all looking to join the exploration of the Moria mines. Because back in, like, the Symphonia era, almost no elves wanted to live outside of the Heimdall Forest. They were very seclusive, like, as an entire race. And very few explored outwards. Most of the time, it was, like, half-elves saying they were elves, just to not be persecuted, because no one saw elves that often. Yeah, that's the taste. I'm always the happiest in the kitchen. Do you have a recipe for me? That's why I came here. It's my dream for my 4 family members to always live in abounding joy. When this city could get sucked into the war at any point, who could say? Not me. Where's the inn? There's the item shop. There's a house. Out of the office. It's an office. Interesting. Recalling that I did get stuck in Avenista in the SNES version and started exploring into like places that were too dangerous. Right now they're doing a racing game. It's amazing if you win. Or something. I guess they give you an item if you win. There's never anything interesting to do around here. That sounds like the opposite of what I was just told. Here's the end. I might have needed to go to the inn and just not noted. Noon? Not noon. Let's see what Clark has to say about this situation. I've been thinking about this. If one of Dallas's companions is truly controlling the royal family, this is no simple matter. Just imagine what would happen if we went bursting into his room. Bursting. I don't know why I said it that way. Rather than learning anything new about magic, we'd be throwing away our lives. Then what do you suggest that we do? Simply put, we need to separate the prince from whatever companion of Dallas is controlling him. Huh? Are you saying that we're going to raid the castle? Exactly. But the real question is just how we're going to sneak in there. What? What's up? Why is everyone looking at me like that? You can't mean... You want to use my broom? Wait, seriously? Please, if we're going to save the prince, we have to get close enough to find out how Dallas is controlling him. I got it. Alright, if we're set on that plan, how about sneaking in tonight? The sooner the better, right? I think it would be too reckless to rush in like this. We should make preparations before we go. Let's try again tomorrow. Okay, I don't remember like this scenario at all. Maybe I just never went to the inn. That sounds unrealistic, because I was getting my ass kicked outside of the city. Prince Liard is like an idol to us. Personality, valor, magic, good looks, he's got no flaws. But lately he hasn't made any public appearances, so the people are a bit uneasy. Figure out what this place is all about. What are you doing? We're calling out to people of the sky. People of the sky? Right, a race of divine beings, very different from humanity, who live in the sky. Supposedly they're not unlike gods. Are you talking about Darius Carlon? It's locked tight. There's a part of history I wonder if I should indeed tell before I finish telling the deeper history. Uh-oh, this is bad. So what I forgot is that this bastard, I can use demonic kick now. Farewell. Guess I don't need to. I don't even remember having Arche in the SNES version. So, I don't know, maybe I messed it up entirely. Can you stop? I want to scout the castle. That kid is insanely fast. Is there anyone that can beat him? Yo, you up for a challenge? Are you up for the challenge? If you can beat the fastest runner in the city, you receive a fabulous prize. Will you compete? Please do your best. Sure, I'll give it my all. Okay, would you like to hear an explanation? Yes, I want to know the route. The rules of the race are simple. You and the Mock Boy, that's a good name, will race to complete 3 laps around the city. That's all there is to it. If you want to quit partway through, just talk to me. Also, entering any house in the city disqualifies you. Would you like to see the course? Yes. I'll explain the course. She'll be walking the course, so remember her path. I will now explain the course to you. First, know that the Eastern Plaza is both the start and finish line. Be sure you touch the line in the plaza each lap. Start of the city's main street. Don't give me the lay of the land, you know? Once at the main street, head towards the central plaza. And take care to stick to the north path. Run along the main street until it hits a dead end, at which point you should head north. Oh, I can make her go faster. That's fun. From there, follow the path to the south. Okay, so you can go up there. I didn't realize that. When the street ends, head for the central plaza once again. This time take the south path from the central plaza. Central plaza. And come around. From there, follow the main street back to the eastern plaza and the goal line. So it's sort of like the worst Mario Kart circuit ever. If you left the course even by a little, you'll be disqualified when you reach the goal. Well then, on your marks. Is that Pac-Man? Oh. This boy goes as fast as... I fucked up. Alright, let's try again. Alright, well let's fucking try again when the kid gets back. I guess they were on the other side of the city. It's locked tight. Well, of course, it's a castle. Really? Alright. So there's not anything I can do except, like, actually get going. So the history I'm thinking of this world that I should say comes between this and Symphonias. The Symphonias. um, is that it was left to flourish after those times. Don't worry about it. There were 3 major nations that developed in, like, going through, like, a fully industrial age in this world. It was Odin, Thor, and Fenrir, and there's remains of those throughout this world. I briefly mentioned this, I think, at the beginning, but, like, a comet was heading directly towards Asalia. I'm going to throw up. I just want to get to the point where I can say no, and it's, like, automatically going forward. Please. God. I think it was called Sasamir, the comet, and, like, I'm gonna... And, like, the scientists, their reading was like, actually, it's fine, it's not gonna hit us. Don't worry about it, everyone. And they were 100% wrong. The thing is that Fenrir and Odin were, Fenrir and Odin were at war, and because, you know, like, that's what happens when they're bad at what they're doing. And apparently they got to this point of technology without, like, exhausting the world tree any, which is impressive. And Thor was like, I need to keep the peace, and then this comet situation came about. And it managed to hit the planet directly on the city of Thor, the nation of Thor. Which is good and bad, because they had a barrier that they were able to deflect it and absorb most of the impact from the comet. And that's why the civilizations survived to any degree at all. It pushed the entirety of Thor underwater, like, entirely, but, like, still, the impact from that caused severe damage to the other nations, and all of that technology was lost again. So that's, like, this world has gone through, like, 3 cycles of rinse and repeat that way. Something that is important I didn't get into last time is the technology known as X-Spheres. And I'm not sure if I am going to have a point in this game where there's, like, a pickup for it, so I might as well get into it. And give a sort of a recap of the Karlon War and that entire situation, since it is relevant. I just kind of overwent it, but I'll be more, proper nouny and clear about it, assuming that I don't have, like, reach a point where I'm not narrating in a second. Congratulations, this victory goes to you. Your time was 46 seconds. That's a course record. Your best lap time was 14 seconds, almost 15. That's the fastest lap. Please choose your prize. Coral, pelt, those are materials. I want the Sword. In recognition of your fantastic victory over Mock Boy, we hereby confer you the title of Mock Youth. Alright. Mock Adolescent. Or something. I have 2 question swords. Do I have any rune bottles? I have 5 rune bottles. The King of Yellow Books. The Fame Face. 2 Fame Face. Interesting. That's some big slash. I'll switch to it. Sure, why not? I haven't even considered trying to, I just got the Necronomicon. That's his basic weapon. King in yellow. I wonder if that's a reference to something. Alright, I'm going to... Is that an item shop? We used to call the north the way of the dead. Even traveling north was considered bad luck. You do want to remember that. Is that a threat? Grandma and Grandpa are getting all worked up. All this end up affecting us even here. I think I'm going to have to leave this city soon. I'm really worried about my son in Midgard. Oh, I'm blocked. Ah. Additional stuff. I don't think I got... I don't think I want to buy anything like that. Just use what I found. Valuables, yes. Did give her a leather mantle. Our sorcerer here is named Lundgren. Cool. Despite his position in the palace, he still treats everyone like equals. What was that cat? Was that a cat? Oh, the equipment was over here. I specifically want new equipment for Mint. So many options. Oh, halberd. It's a lot more even. I don't know, I'll stick with the thingy for now. A ruby wand. Extra famed face. I'm not gonna need two swords. There's literally one sword user in this game. I'm gonna keep this just because, you know, Cthulhu Mythos. Gotta have it. Keep one of those in case I'm gonna get more stabby. I'm really good on all, it seems. Splint mail. Cool. Cool, cool. I don't know why hats are so expensive. Kitchen mittens? Fuck yeah. I'm pretty sure Arch is the one who does not... does not cook well. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's storm the castle, and maybe I'll find time to start talking about X-Spheres. Okay, let's go. Whew, that's everyone. Then let's find the prince's room. Everyone stay quiet. Everyone stay quiet. Broom explodes. He turned around. Can't let the Sentinels spot us when we're spoofing. Like, did he actually turn around or did he hear us? That's the royal chamber. How? What, seriously? It's not like I'm even running. Just like once they're off screen. Where are we? It's pitch black. I can't see a thing. What are you doing here? Sneaking into the room of the prince of a powerful kingdom. You've got guts. You're Prince Liard? Intruders! Shit! The guards are coming. Ha ha ha. The guards will be here any second. What are you going to do? What should we do? This is bad. Whatever is controlling him has to be around here somewhere. Hmm? Is that a parakeet? Sure is. That's it. What? That's the parakeet? Man, I can't believe that thing was such a cute little birdie. My name is Jameer. Or maybe Ymir. Probably not. Maybe. Ymir? Could be. I'll tell you to remember it. But even if I said that, you'll never be seen the light of day again. I was only planning on having you arrested for your little entertainment. But I've changed my mind. Here I come. I got a full thing about demons in this. Make me think thoughts about other games. Damn. Yeah, help me out here, Clark. They're probably fine. This has become a little chaotic. I can't get past. I'm stuck. This is such a mess. Is that getting hit making that noise? No, that's Jamil. Alright, finally. Oh, I wanted to go to items. Okay, I should focus on that one. Okay. Good. Hell yeah, Clark. Black Onyx and a Knight Saber. I doubt the Knight Saber is as good as what I have right now, but the Black Onyx might be useful. Ooh. Did we get her? How's the prince? What in the world happened? What? Who are you? We're intruders! Huh? Your Highness, are you safe? I'm fine. More importantly, seize those people at once. Yes, sir. There's nothing we can do. You're not going to hear us out in a situation like this, so let's go on quietly for now. What? No way. Are we going to have to eat that rotten prison food? I'm sure the King's chef advisors were aware of the situation, so don't worry. What? Then you think they'll release us when they realize that the prince has returned to normal? Right. Boo. What the hell are you blathering about? Surrender quietly. Yeah. Hey guys, what's the plan at this point? Don't worry about it. As soon as they realize the prince is back to normal, we'll be freed. Aw, man. Stuck here for much longer, it'll damage my beautiful skin. This looks like a sorcerer. I can tell by the ears. I'll be taking these people to the audience chamber. Please show them due respect. Huh? The audience chamber? Yes, sir. I'm Alvinista's court sorcerer. My name is Lundgrom. Please forgive me for not providing more information, but His Majesty would like to address you personally. Please, follow me to the audience chamber. It's just like you said. We'd like an explanation what motivated you to sneak into the castle in the dead of night. You came here to save the prince. What kind of idiocy? Bayard, you speak of in ignorance. Be silent. We are currently on a journey seeking powerful magic. The search brought us all the way from Euclid to Alvinista. Why do you seek magic? We have heard that our foe can be harmed only by magic. In short, our goal is to defeat Daus. What? Is that the truth? So rather than being thieves who saved Liard by mere chance, in the beginning, your very reason for coming here was to save Liard? I now understand your intentions. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I was being controlled by Daus? Father, is that really true? It is true. In order to prevent us from joining in the upcoming war, the entire kingdom was being held hostage. This was all part of Daus' grand design. Has the war begun? You haven't heard the rumors? They said that fighting could break out at any moment. Reports state that our ally, Midgard, is on the verge of war with Daus' forces. We've heard. I can clearly see that in your search for magic, you have all gained great strength. That being the case, I wish to ask you to lend us your strength in the upcoming battle. Gladly. We found several things on the demon that you exterminated. Please accept them. First this. A book. This is one of the tomes of dark arts. Is it really okay to accept this? I'm sure this will serve you well in your hands. It was also found on the body of that demon. Is this? The Gunganir. A legendary spear said to have been used in the battles of Ragnarok. Don't be shy, take it. Also, if there's any way that we can assist you, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you very much. In that case, we need to explore the Moria mine as soon as possible. So we would like to request a permit. Why do you need to go there? I assume this is no ordinary treasure hunt? Correct. We believe that the ring needed to form the pact with the summoned spirit of the moon, Luna, can be found there. Yes, I understand. Be sure to visit the Adventurers Guild in the city later to pick it up. Then, Your Majesty, if you'll excuse me, I must be returning to the laboratory. I'm going back to my room. Gunganir, the Ragnarok Wars. That is what I was talking about with Fenrir, Odin, and Thor. And we got a Garnet. That means we can get Ifrit. I think. Sealna fragments. Let me equip. Black Onyx. What does this do? Increases max HP. Okay. That's pretty good. I remember we got the Aquamarine. Oh, We have a ruby too. Damn, we got all of the... We've got all of the great spirits stuff. I think everybody can equip those if they want. No, only Clark. Wait. Doesn't say what her HP is. How does everybody's HP? I mean, Mint shouldn't... Mint. Arche shouldn't be bad. I haven't noticed any difference with the Elven boots, to be honest. So I might just give that to Wes. I'll get this. No. Black Onyx for him. Protect Ring for her. And then... double. This is probably actually pretty useful for her. This was the Thief's Mantle. So Arche could use a better mantle if the opportunity presents itself. Oh yeah. That's a keeper for a while. Sorry, Fame Face. Okay, that's what that is. Oh, the Queen was here too. She didn't get to speak. Let us know if there's anything we can do. Pray that wherever you go, may the goddess will smile upon you with her blessing. Oh, that's the balcony. Is there anything over here that was being guarded? Probably the king's room. I'm one of his Majesty's personal attendants. Don't get anything dirty now. I'm just here to steal your stuff. That's downstairs. That's downstairs. This is the laboratory, I think. Hey, that girl over there is a sorceress, right? Can I interest you in any spellbooks? Ooh, Thunderblade. 100% Thunderblade. I don't think I can afford anything else, but for sure, Thunderblade. Swordsman. Pain in the ass. Which... Have you picked up on your entry permit for the Moria Mines yet? What, you haven't? Adventurers go to the western part of the city in the basement of the item shop. Ah, good to know. Researchers actually succeeded developing Magitech. Bad idea. It could end up changing science as we know it. But something about it seems pretty shady. It has a pretty dire effect on the surrounding environment. It sure does. Spirits? In the Freyland Desert, there's a place called the Cavern of the Burning Sands. It's said to house the spirit of fire, Ifrit. Ooh. They're doing stuff here, that's for sure. Now let's see. Spirit of water, Indini, supposedly inhabits a place called Grotto in the North Sea. And I've heard that the spirits of Earth Gnome can be found in the Cave of the Spirits, east of Belladin Village. Is that what you want to know? Can I get those yet? I'm not even sure. I can explain the monster second. No, thank you. I already know. So it relates back to the design of the seal after all. I must concentrate. So tired. Yeah, another sleepless night. You're the same one that said the thing... about magic technology. So the thing about magic technology... That's the proper noun name for the technology that started off the Karlon War that I mentioned before. I think I mixed it up. I called the Great Carlon War and the Carlon Tree, but it is actually the Carlon War and the giant Carlon Tree that was originally brought. The Ishitori Master. You there? How about a quick game? If you win a prize, will be await you. Sure. I'd like to hear the rules. This is a game called Ishitori. Ishitori is a game in which we take turns removing stones from this pile. The one who takes the final stone loses. Each turn can take as many as 3 stones, but you must always take at least 1. If you haven't made a choice before the time limit, you'll be forced to take whatever you had your hand on. If you want to quit, just push it cancel during your turn. Take your position. There are 33 stones in this jar. I'll go first. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see. So it's manipulatable. So... I fucked up. Too bad, it looks like you lose. I don't have time for that. I've goofed around with minigames for too long. Who are you? Want to hear a little bit about books? Always. For you, there are 3 types of books you need to worry about. First, Ogi texts, which detail the usage of Ogi for swordsmen. Second, spell books, which contain new spells for sorcerers. Finally, research books, which are used primarily by summoners. Occasionally, such books are imbued with magical energy and can be used as weapons. That's what you need to know. It's what I needed to know. I just realized something. Am I finally on the first floor? Or even though people talk about this floor all the time, it has nothing to do with us. Still, peace really starts to get boring after a while. You're the worst kind of person. That's the dungeon. I'm going to check some things. Real quick, because I forgot. I was in a magic place with magic stuff that I could check areas for. I know that she just sold me some books, but who knows? Maybe I'd find one on my own. How much money do I have? Very little. I could afford exactly one of those. Love between elves and humans will always end in sorrow. The elven gathering is proof enough. They said that lots of couples were forcibly torn apart. I want to know more about that. I don't even remember how many decades now. Midgard has been researching this new power based on sorcery. Finding magic and technology, I think they call it Magitech for short. They said it was all for the purpose of allowing humans to control the power of sorcery or something. The elves have gathered... Alright, Ymir is an actual place in here, so Jamir is not supposed to do that. In a place called Ymir, Forest of the Mirror Water. I guess they must have had a reason for doing it. Well, that's where Heimdall is, and that's their original home for this planet. They've kept for generations and generations. Remember, elves can live fucking forever in this. Not quite in the way that a, say, lifeless being would. So, we need to get our Adventurers Guild thing, and then we can start reviewing Red. So wait, is this the Adventurers Guild down here? This is the bottom of the item shop. Did you mean groceries? This is the accessory shop, not the item shop, right. The item shop was over... It was over here. Down here. I heard the story from Grandma. When she was young, she lived in Midgard. She claimed that she once saw a horned white horse in the forest northwest of the Hollow Plains. Supposedly, that white horse will only meet with pure maidens. Ugh, I feel awful. Drank way too much. You're a swordsman? Here. Wanna buy this Ogi textbook? Sure. I don't have that money. I probably could if I went and sold something. Is this some good music? Sakuraba? I can never seem to get the sound just right until I've had a few drinks. By the way, can I interest you in buying a secret password? It's yours for only 1,000 gold. Everyone wants to sell me something here. I think there should be an entry permit for the Moria mines here for us. Oh, you finally came. You're Kless, right? Please, sign here and confirm you picked it up. Just to warn you, there's really no point in going there right now. They say there's a dead end partway down. Dead end? Unless you go there and check it out, we don't know we're up against. Perhaps we should search other locations before heading to Moria Mine? That's not a bad idea. Plus, we leave it up to you to decide our course. I hate it when guys don't know when to give up. Bother someone else. What? Want to show you a cool? Wanted me to show you a cool place? Forest may be gone, but the mine remains. Remember, Moria Mines is and its ruins. The Moria Mine. You should find the entrance of the southeast from there. You should get to the dock with the ship and the Freylands. It's due north of there. I know where it is on the map. Pretty hot topic. Like, we go to the... Where am I? It's my map. We're here. This triangle here, Alvinista, Olive Village, and Midgard. Right in the center of this triangle is pretty much where Moria Mines is. I think it's actually accessible from this side if I go across the bridge. Maybe not. I'm not sure. See if I can sell things to get that Ogi textbook. So, Magitech. Magi Technology. Magitech is what it's called in Final Fantasy, so that's not important. But it's pretty damn important in this because that is what led to the Karlan War between what was actually, I remember, the nations of Tethayala and Silveron, which controlled half of the world. And that's why when the planet was separated, those names were stuck around, and the opposite was given to the moon. So it was as I thought. The name of the nations came before the name of the moon. Where'd that put me? Ooh, I got gold to burn now. They developed Magi Technology, and that caused the giant Karlan tree to wither. Tale as old as time, we're gonna find out. This is the time where it is old. This is the old time where it refers to when we say tale as old as time. There we go. I said it correctly. Demonic Storm. I gotta finish Soundblade. Soundblade? There's another important piece of technology that was developed back then. And I don't know... Password is password, thank you. Hey, don't look at me like that, I didn't make it up. The adventurer said that there's a magic word that can open the entrance to some cave. I think I know where that is. X-spheres were a little sphere, could fit in the palm of your hand, that people would attach to themselves, like directly to the skin, to enhance their physical capabilities, physical and magical capabilities. To have this not have horrible side effects, you needed a dwarven runed, what's it called? key crest is what they call it, I think. Am I back on... I'm on the same continent as Belgium. Yeah. These were created, and this maybe gives you a hint of how bad things were back then when this war was going on, by cultivating them within humans. They basically, their life force is drained to create these. Excuse me. Oh, that is... Did you need something? If not, I'll be going. I guess I don't need something. And it gets even darker than that, because this is a way to turn people into a lifeless being, because their soul does get trapped in the X-Sphere, but they are unable to feel time passes without them being able to experience it. It's basically a semi-living hell, and eventually they lose themselves, but they are never released from it. And there was an advanced form of this X-Sphere called a Crucius Crystal. Eventually called a Crucius Crystal, at least. Or perhaps the name inspired something else. That, once fully activated, basically allowed you... I'm gonna read this first. We've been on a journey seeking the meaning of life for the past 10 years. But we still haven't found the answer. You're a swordsman? Here, you can have this Ogi text. I've already studied it thoroughly. Phoenix Storm. Ooh, I don't have part of this yet. Let me check what Demonic Storm needs. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Autumn Sandstorm, aka Sword Rain. Rising Phoenix, and Autumn Sandstorm. We do not have Rising Phoenix yet. It is very good, though. Once a Crucius Crystal is fully activated, the person will stop aging, they will stop having an appetite, they will stop being able to... stop being affected by temperature. Basically, that's the true version of a lifeless being, but you need an X-Sphere in the first place to achieve it. And again, to separate these warring nations and to stop the destruction of the planet, because back in this time, no mana meant no life at all, not just no magic. Mythos, using his pact with the Summon Spirits, formed a pact via Kratos to create, via Origin, what's known as the Eternal Blade, which is one of the coolest swords in all of RPGs, if you ask me. And he uses that to split the world in half, to tether Darius Karlon to now Tethayala and Silverant. And... that something? Okay, no. And using a seed, called the Great Seed, from the now dead giant Karlon tree, created a system where the two worlds must vie for mana by competing, using the Journey of Regeneration. And to motivate this, Mythos, who donned a new, powerful look, created the organization of Crucius, which became the leading... which basically established the world religion between both worlds. The Church of Martel, named after his sister, who is dead, but her soul is tied to the Great Seed to keep her alive. And the whole point is to find a way of reviving her. Now Mythos did that. That's why he set up, partially why he set up that, actually entirely why he set up that system, it basically worked out for him. But his ultimate goal was to create peace by stopping the fighting and ending discrimination. And his eventual solution for the end of discrimination was to turn everybody into lifeless beings. That was going to be his goal, and he was going to achieve that through this journey of regeneration by creating Martel as well. Every chosen for this journey was given a Crucius Crystal, so... And all of the half-elves that joined him, if they came to Darius Carlon with him, they got to be angels. Which, the point of that is to be lifeless beings. Moria Mines, 4B. You can't enter without permission. Get the approval from the King of Avanista. We also have this permit. Oh, pardon what I said earlier. Please go right ahead. By the way, in the depths of the mine there are altars to the 4 great spirits. At least, that's what the exploration team said. Okay. So, I'm assuming I actually need to go and get those 4 spirits, the other 3, before I can actually do this. So we're sort of at a non-linear part of the game, which is pretty cool. I believe that perhaps the dock down here was what I was being told to go to get to this land where Ifrit is. Jeez, that was overkill. Nostalgic breeze that blows in over the sea. Brilliant light that shines down from our sun. Someday I'm going to take Cynthia with me and show her the world on a cruise or two. Cynthia, I love you! Wow, what a romantic. You the one that'll take me to Olive Village? What, you wanna go to the Freyland? Let's see, for the fare we include freight expenses from Phantasia, same old. Getting cheaper and cheaper each time. The economy is booming because of me taking these ships. Did I miss anything about the Carlon War? Because I just wanted to recap what I said with better verbiage. I can go over every other crab, but not that one that's blocking the treasure chest. Wait, I want to see. It's just a random port, too. Oh, there's actually a volcano here, isn't there? Man, another scorcher. Welcome, what can I get you? Ooh, there's a chef here. I didn't check the grocery store in Avanista. A couple beefs. A couple rice. Get some spices and pasta. One whole pineapple. More onion. And more potato. What would you do if you came face to face with a basilisk in the desert? If you were me, I'd think about nothing but running. If I were ever able to run, that is. Or even able to run. Most of the monsters that live in the desert have a natural resistance to fire attacks. You don't find anyone in this village who has fought with a basilisk. There's people out there in the desert. Stone statue that said, that is... What? Oh, basilisks turn those stones people into the statues. Go on the wonderful world of favor. I want to share this with as many people as I can. Will you taste my world? Let's get cooking. What is poware? Or poware. I think it's poware. Beef, cheese, and bread. Or a fine dish featuring grilled beef and rich sauces. Alright. Poware? If anybody knows what this food is, like, culturally, I'll gladly listen. If you're affected by stone, the Phantasia bottle will fix you right up. But an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Using a liquor bottle can prevent you from being affected at all. Grocery store, we can also order meals. You know about the basilisk? It's the monster that lives in the desert that, if it gets you, you'll be turned to stone. Okay, so it's a basic monster. It's not like a big, powerful monster. It's just, it'll turn you to stone. Why are there so many people in the store? They're hungry. And it's hot. Realize the hero that was that exterminated the basilisks. Apparently not all of them. Quest needs help before we do this. Right, so again, the way that Crucius maintained pressure on the declining world rather than the flourishing one was the Desians as motivation to complete the journey, switch the flow of mana from one world to the other, and, you know, be able to flourish. Item shop tenderloin. And the Desians were pretty much exclusively half-elves that were recruited, which is easy to do when you consider that they've been oppressed for most of history. It is pretty messed up, though, but the Desians were the ones who managed production of X-Spheres. There was also a huge back category of them that was put in the Toys Valley Mine, which is, in fact, the previous name of the Moria Mines. So, got some different utility between those, huh? Okay, so it's... I was just thinking she needs something better than a leather cloak, leather mantle. So I'll give that to Arche. Nice. So, at least 4,000 years pass since the separation of the two worlds. East of here is a cave where a spirit is said to live. There are all these active lava flows. It's like walking into hell. The heat there is almost unbearable. You know, I forgot exactly what I just said before I started narrating. Yeah, liquor battles. I hear you. We're the stopover between Midgard and Albanista, so we've got all kinds of goods. I'll bet you do, but is it better than the Gunganir? None of this is better than Gunganir. This is all stuff I've already gotten from Albanista. Ooh, except the deck brush. Lowers your accuracy. Well, you don't need to be hitting. You need to be casting. Yes, don't pull back. Support as needed. I can change those whenever I want in battle. So this system goes on for at least 4,000 years. and we reach a point where no one is satisfied with what's happening. Mythos has lost his idealism entirely. Martel has been dead this entire time. Ewan, he's a half-elf. I confirmed on that. I don't know why I thought he wasn't. He's a mage. Ewan had management over the design factions, and started a side faction to go to oppose the designs. Hell yeah. What do I do with that? Called the Renegades. They posed as designs, same sort of outfits. But his goal with them was to change how this broken system was going, because it was not leading to the revival of his dearest Martel he was in love with. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Oh, we're fucking them up, though. Ice Tornado and Sylph? Oh, Sylph is not helping. I might actually want to abandon this until I get, Indini then, because if Clarf can only heal fire types, that's not going to be good against Ifrit. Sylph would be most powerful against Gnome, I believe. Unless there's a sort of triangle. I haven't saved in a while though, so this is a good opportunity. Yes, Ewan wanted to change the status quo because after 4,000 years, not a single Chosen was compatible to be Martel's vessel. So this broken world system just continued. Kratos left Crucius briefly to seek a life of his own. He found love with a human named Anna. They were both humans. Kratos is human. And they traveled the world together. But she was a human originally from a design ranch, so she was hunted down by one of the 5 cardinals, Kavar. And the X-Sphere she was incubating was set into the thing when the reason that you need a P-Crest on your X-Sphere is because it'll turn you into a grotesque monster otherwise once it is finished absorbing you. It can't absorb you if you don't do that. That's why it's not as expensive, because I might need it. Back and forth. So Kratos has to kill his wife, who turned into a monster, and with it, their freshly born son, Lloyd, is believed to have been lost to him. So, rejected, he goes back to Crucius. With every precious memory that this place brings back. Okay, cool. Lloyd did survive the attack, though. He was found by a dwarf named Dirk, and raised as his own. So, that's fine. Surely that'll come into play later. But the land that they were in when that happened was Silveron, and it had been in decline for far too long at this point. And it's so long that Tepeala has begun to develop Magi technology. Which is bad, as we've established a little bit. And that's probably actually why Ewan's like, this isn't working, because that was the reality on that part. But a very special chosen is born, named Colette Brunel. And on the day that she receives her Crucius Crystal, things get messy, because Ewan attacks the temple with the renegades to try and kill her. But thanks to her best friends, Lloyd and Genus is a half-elf, and they all go to school together, the three of them, under Genus's older sister, Rain. And a wandering mercenary, quote, named Kratos, who's actually a Crucius agent to make sure that it succeeds. Things turn out okay for her. And Colette, along with Rain and Kratos, goes on her journey, but Lloyd and Genus get a little involved in the local Zion ranch and end up getting the village they're from, called Isalia. I wonder where that name comes from. Hell yeah. And they end up getting exiled. They have to fight a monster that used to be Genus's friend. So that's how he gets a X-Sphere. Lloyd has the X-Sphere that belonged to his mother. Colette has a Crucius Crystal. So you end up with a system where everyone in this party ends up having an X-Sphere, which is probably one of the things that separates it from past adventures. And the way that the journey of regeneration goes is you have to go to 4 seals and release them. I think I mentioned the Tower of Salvation before. That shows up when it is time to go on the journey of regeneration, but it always shows up in the Flourishing World. Once it shows up in the Declining World for the journey, it is at that time where it exists in both worlds, and it is the same tower, which is fun. And that tower leads up to Darius Carlon, so that's where everything is connected in this world. It's the Tower of Salvation, which is the home of Crucius. I need to take a boat from Alvinista, I think. Maybe I can get that crab treasure chest. Now, you have the seals in Sylvain, as I said, with the spirits that look over them. Of fire, water, wind, and light. Probably one of the biggest things that causes a shift in... Well, two big things that cause a shift in this journey that Colette's party of Lloyd, Genus, Kratos, and Rain goes on is... One, they start destroying Zion ranches and liberating the towns that are suffering underneath them. Which is probably unprecedented. Like, they straight up cause them to self-destruct. I'll wait for this crab. Oh well, it's probably like really good treasure, that's why I can't get it. Oh, it's you all. Are you headed for Venetia? The expenses come to blah 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 blah. I'll get back to you on that. And can you move, sir? Just doing a little thinking about international military issues. Talking about Midgard, of course. Have you heard of all the trouble they've been having with Daus? Thankfully, Alvinista is still at peace. Can you, do this thinking not on the ramp? Thank you. So another boat. Hey, you. This is a cargo ship bound for Belladin. It can only take you one way. Let's see. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Let's fucking do that one. We can get Gnome, since we have Sylph, and then we can get Undini, and then we can go back to Olive area, Freyland, and get... what's its face? Ifrit. You can't carry any more spectacles. I haven't been using my spectacles. I'm supposed to be using them on, like, every... enemy. God, the beef. The other very drastic thing that happens on this journey is they have an assassin from the Fujibayashi clan come to try and kill Colette. The problem with that, the logic there, the Fujibayashi clan comes from a village in Tetheala. So they've garnered the technology to send people to Silverot from Tetheala. Luckily, this is a person that, while deadly, is fairly pure of heart, so they're actually able to recruit her to their party, because they keep running into situations where Sheena's trying to help people out. That's her name, Sheena Fujibayashi. And the party's like, oh, so, like, we're on the same side, kinda, right? Let's see if I can find those, books that I was told about. See if there's anything important to them. They're not in here. Ah. Howdy. Right now, Dad and Grandpa are out getting stuff to make weapons, so I'm helping out here. Mister, are you a swordsman? In that case, take this book. Isn't this an Ogi text? Demonic Fangs. That's probably Tiger Blade plus Demon Fang. Which is funny. An iron strongbox here. Don't just come back here and take stuff. Oh, sorry. If it's empty when Dad gets back, I'll really get it. I didn't know. Sure you did, class. Come on. So this... The reason that this works so well for this party, having this visitor from the other world, is they have Rain in their party. Rain is fucking brilliant. She's amazing. She's their healer half-elf party member. I already talked to this person before. Let's get to the Spirit's Cave. So, she's able to figure this stuff out a lot. She eventually gets her own X-Sphere too. I don't remember from what exactly. I think they find one from a renegade attack. Because Lloyd actually gets captured by the renegades at some point between leaving Iselia and the first seal. Sheena was also given one for her mission. So they're able to learn about this and bring this up to Crucius when they finally get to the Tower of Salvation. And they're basically told that that is not for you to know, and they end up in a situation where, unfortunately, the final aspect of having this Crucius Crystal, when you're, like, meant to not continue being a conscious being, means that you stop, like, having thoughts and you go into, like, autopilot mode. So this happens to Colette, and nobody's happy with it. The angel singular that is at the Tower of Salvation tries to kill off the rest of the party, isn't able to because they're better. It's got those X-Spheres. And through a turn of events, thanks to the Renegades stepping in with Ewan, they're able to steal vehicles that allow them to transport to Tetheala. where they meet that world's chosen. There's always a chosen, whether or not there's a journey needing to be made or not. Where are we? Where are the spirit mines? Are they back here? They're back here. Okay. So now you have two worlds colliding and learning the truth, and Lloyd shares the same idealism that Mythos used to have, but he is much stronger in will. So by his lead, they want to find a way to combine these worlds and stop the unfair vying for mana situation that is causing a schism. Because it's really not helping for Mythos' plan for equality either, because the Tethealans, now that they know of Silverant, view the people of Silverant as inferior, because they were on decline for so long. Like, it's completely backfired, what he was trying to do. So step one of that turns out to be to separate the two worlds. I realize while I'm spoiling all this for you, I'm not actually, like, ruining the experience of if you wanted to go and play Symphonia and if you didn't, because there's so much good character going on that I'm just blowing over, like character beats and development. Like, that's what this is all about, actually. It's probably why I really like this series. Speaking of which, I haven't done any skits in a while. Because I'm thinking of the trials that they go through to actually get the summoned spirits. Sheena is their summoner. Like I said, she was, back in that time, she needed to be infused with elven blood to even be able to try summoning. I'm so lost. I should really be looking around with my camera is the thing. Let's just take a look at our surroundings for a moment. That's the wrong way. Right, it's not inverted. Hey, it's the Spirit Cave! We finally got the permit. Now we can get to the Moria Mines. Yes, that's one less thing we have to worry about. And we should go search for the rings we need to form pacts with Luna, right? Exactly, we'll do just that. But we have the rings we need for the other spirits. I'll definitely defeat Douse. Repeat Douse. Douse. Oh, was that supposed to be a pun? Oh, no. Haha. Undine should be at the Corridor Grotto. So the Spirit of Water wants to be surrounded by the sea, huh? She couldn't exist without water. They form pacts with these, like we're trying to do right now. Sheena gets... You can actually, before going to Tetheala the first time, get a pact with Undine. I think I came here once before in the SNES version, before getting to this point in the story. Oh, well that bat was an enemy. And I got my ass kicked. These aren't bats. What was I about to say just now? The spears have a more difficult combo to work with, I realize. And that's why they're not the most suggested weapon. That's just a friendly bat. I didn't even have to... It's not a problem. you wish to break the seal, speak the password. "4411. Wow, I did need to talk to Motoi Sakuraba for that. Nice. Is that a gnomelet? Play idol. That's what they're calling this. Hey, I'm a lost boy. Oh, take me to where everyone is. Sure, why not? Okay. Wait, I'll go back that way. In my way. Actually, going that way. So you get similar dungeons like this throughout, because there's 8 of those. I mean, I've been over... I went over what ones there were. I had to fight this one? Unbelievable. Can't even... Can't hurt them. Now I'm stuck. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Gnomelets are annoying no matter what game it is. Fascinating. Okay, it'll follow me if I go past that. Ooh. So the fun part about the summon spirit situation is that Luna's considered the spirit of light and not moon back then. There are 2 spirits of light. Get away from me. Okay. Asuka was still the spirit of light. And you need to get both of them together before you can actually form a pact with them. And this actually causes the party to run into a young half-elf boy named Mythos while they try to replicate the summoning technique. Not like summoner summoning technique for Asuka, but to call them, like, to the place. Oh, I'm gonna... Yarts! No, don't do that. I'm organizing the order of events in my mind still. I just have to get far enough away. No! Okay. Spot was saved. I mean, they finish up destroying the designs too while they're at it. It's definitely a thing. Oh, hey, there you are. Okay. Bats. Save point. So the effect of making pacts with the summon spirits. What, you want to fight? No. Boring. Um... When... When you, when you packed two, complementary ones, like, say, Undini and Volt, the tether between the two worlds is severed. What is this place? Who's there? Someone invading my territory? This is what Gnome looks like in this. I don't fucking understand it. It's like Doug Trio if it wasn't as cute. And turned into missiles. So, fucking... I think I have to run. I can't run. This is... What is going on? I can't aim on anything. Do I have to lose? Oh, no. Clarth is still blasted. Fuck. Did I just have to, like, wait out the attack? Right, everybody back up. I'll take the damage. Right, I guess we're figuring this out. And Arch is in the worst possible place for this. I can't do anything about her avoiding it, though. Go, Clarth, go. It doesn't do anything. This is the stupidest boss I've ever fucking seen. Like, what is... I know what I'm gonna do next time I get a chance to. But... you keep trying, Clarth. The gnome's form in Symphonia is like a little Mr. Saturn looking gnome guy. They're not affected by it. Please tell me they have like 2 HP. I just have to get them caught in like a good attack. I get it, Clarth. So, they severed the two worlds. I don't have... Oh, God, this is the worst. The world was severed, and but it was still tethered, though they were disconnected. Mostly because of Darius Carlon. So they need to actually deal with Crucius. And when they first try to do that, when they get there, due to Colette's condition, she's actually able to, be possessed by Martel. Not by her doing. Not by Martel's doing, that is. And this allows Martel to actually give Mythos a message of what she wants out of this, and that is, please stop all of this. Okay. I didn't mention one of the party members so far. She was found at the Tethayalan capital, along with Zelos. Her name was Phantasia. She has an entire story of her own as, like, the horrors of how X-Spheres can ruin lives, because she, being subject to X-Sphere experiment, Crucius Crystal experiment, actually, specifically, stops aging, so she looks like she's Genus's age when she's 27. And she basically acts like a robot until they fix her by giving her a key crest, which they need to go to a dwarf named Altessa to make happen. He's a very reluctant dwarf, though, unlike, Dirk. Now, Life Bottle Arch. Oh my god, only 2 of them hit, not even the good part. Just trying to keep Archie alive. Altessa actually was hired by Crucius at one point to try and make an artificial body for Martel, since things weren't working. This automaton is named Tabitha. Yes, Thunderblade for the fucking wind. Oh my god. Finally. That boss was so stupid. I give up already. Alright then, let's form a pact. I like that ruby ring there. Spirit of Earth, I desire a pact, and ask you now, submit to me. Upon this ring we form our pact, Spirit and Master. My name is Clarth. Fucking Quadrio over here. Or Doug Quadro. It's just like a bouncing thing of clay, too. It's silly. It's a spell book. Glaive. Glaive is a pretty good mid-level earth attack. It's better than Stone Blast, that's for sure. Man, I ain't gotten into the magic system in Tales of Symphonia. You'll need to find that out yourself. What's this? Okay. It's just a way around. What's in here? Nothing. Hey, I need a tent. I don't think there are tents in this. So yeah, Mythos doesn't take the rejection from Martel very well. Raymel. Well, that gets her body back, sure, but, Mythos' response to this is, fine, if we can't have this world, I'll just make a world of my own. On Darius Carlon. I think it is at this point where they need to go get Origin, like Lloyd's party, and form a pact with him. You know what? Origin pronouns it. Let's be honest. That's a force of nature right there. Lizard! Oh, no. Was the lizard bad? I feel betrayed, if that's true. Ooh, a roper. It's fine. These are chump change. And to form this pact with, Origin, Kratos has to give up his life. Or, more specifically, the way it pans out is, Kratos, having now been revealed to be Lloyd's dad, wants to test his son in a 1v1. Luckily, it'll be happily ever after for him, because at the last minute when he breaks the seal, Ewan puts some of his mana into Kratos, and bada bing. He's not dying. So he's able to give his sword Flamberg to his son, and his other sword dad, Lloyd's other dad, Dirk, he's able to give him a sword, a Vorpal sword. I may have mixed these two up. But the fun part about these two is they can be used to store the Eternal Blade with Origin's blessing, so they have all the components to fix the world. They have a seed that has yet to be germinated. They have... By the way, they try to force germinate the seed too. It doesn't go well. Don't worry about that. You can play the game if you want to figure out what happens there. It results in the death of another Grit Design Grand Cardinal, though, so that's always fun. Perhaps our cumulative fandom's least favorite Design Grand Cardinal. We've got the seed. We've got the Eternal Blade. We just need the mana to get it to sprout from Darius Karlon, which Mythos is trying to have leave connection to Silverhunt and Tetheala. So we have to go and stop Mythos so that we can use that mana. Of course, Mythos always, he's gone crazy at this point, but he's always had the best intentions, and at the end of the day, after everything he's tried failed, he just wanted a world of his own with his sister. But she isn't around anymore, and he needs to let go. So we defeat him, we break his Crucius Crystal so that he can die as himself. And using the Eternal Sword, the two worlds are combined and tethered together with the new Great Tree, but it is only a sapling. I'll wake up less. I should have just used a Phantasia bottle instead of, I don't know. I have 9 of those. Oh, bitch. Plus didn't even wake up, did he? He did. That would have been such a waste. Okay, I should have stopped at Belladon. I didn't, because I'm silly. Let's stop it and in here. Fun enough, the catalyst used for the tree's spirit is actually Tabitha. She just happens to be outside of the crumbling Tower of Salvation. ready to be the anchor. And combined with her visage and the great seed being tethered to Martel for so long, the new spirit takes a form that looks just like Martel, but she is someone different. Much like how Tabitha was someone different from Martel. Colette was someone different from Martel. And it doesn't matter the meaning of your birth, you will be your own person. That's the takeaway. Can you all get behind me so I can stab them easier? Just owls, guys. Come on. We've been here. Naturally, this return of the worlds being together has a lot of side effects. And also, Darius Carlon needs to go home. It actually can't stay here because that was way too close for two planets to be together. Of course, this is a magical fantasy world, but sure. As I said before, Tetheala was looking down on Silverant now, so it's like, we're about to, if we don't, like, mitigate things properly... just gonna have more wars. But we also have to make, like, the tree again is just a sapling, so it needs to grow, so that it can let the world flourish with mana. With its new spirit, Martel, who now, I guess, actually is genuinely deserving of being worshipped, instead of what the Church of Martel was doing. So they can kind of just keep the name. Nancy. What should I say? Where's El? There he is. There he is. What in the world should I do now? Will you encourage Elwyn? Yes. Elwyn, don't look so down. But Father will never allow us to... Well, there's always the option of eloping. Garth, please don't say such rash things. No, actually, I was thinking the same thing. But that's so... If I leave things at like this, neither Nancy nor I will truly be happy. Things may be difficult, but from now on, whatever happens, we'll face it together. Well, watching those two, you know somehow they'll make things work. What makes you say that? They have that special bond that some men and women spend their whole lives looking for. We'll both understand someday. Clarth, are you a Mint and Kless shipper? That seems irresponsible. They're real people. Oh, maybe that guy will take me to, the Grogan Grotto. Whatever it's called. You all again. Where would you like to go? Solitary in the west? No. North Sea. That's expansive. Well, we're good for it. We're liquid. What time is it? Oh, it's 5! Time has been flying. I know I started a little late, but I didn't actually intend on streaming for too long. I've just, I've been on a bit of a roll. So, I don't know. I'll get Undini first, and then we can wrap things up. I got another long blue rhythm. I already got one. Unbelievable. If this dungeon goes as fast as Gnomes did, then this shouldn't be a problem. The corroded grotto. In Symphonia, Undini made her... Well, she didn't make her home there. She was actually assigned there. Yeah, because it was one of the... What you call it? One of the spirit seals. That's Gnome, baby. It's stupid. I don't know why it's like missiles of exploding ness. God. At least it's an aerial attack. Duni Seal was at a geyser instead of just like a random cave off the sea. Like they had more like official places that were like landmarks. In this, they've sort of become free to their own devices due to not being tethered to seals anymore. So they're able to just be wherever they want to be and kind of do what they want to do. Which is interesting to consider that the island that Ifrit is on is just like sweltering entirely. Depending on how you look at it, that was the case in the past too. I can get more into the geography of Asalia in between the 3 games later, but the Fire Seal in Symphonia was not in a volcano, but it was in a ancient fire temple. It's surrounded by a desert. With an oasis in the middle, of course. The Aqua Mantle. That sounds useful. Is this the music that was, This was the music for that, cave. Huh, you're lit up, are ya? There's a puzzle afoot. It might have been the cave that we were just in, for all I remember. I don't. I feel like I was saying something about Houdini and did not finish the thought. The Sylph. I think I said before, they were 3 specific Sylphs that you fought, rather than just being a whole group of them like this. And they did a combo attack when you summoned them. I think their names were Sylphie, Faris, and Eutis. And they had sort of an RPG team type vibe. You had a sword user, a shield tank, and an archer. Gnome, I said, looked like a little Mr. Saturn guy. Well, not a little Mr. Saturn guy, a really, really big one. And, you know, the experience battling Gnome in Symphonia, I told you we had this thing called gnoming enemies, where you just keep stun lock hitting them and they just can't do anything to you. I'm realizing getting gnomed is something that can also happen according to this game. Because that's what was happening. We couldn't do anything, we were just taking damage for like a full minute. Oh. Ifrit between these two look pretty similar, I realize. But it's more like a frog in this. So like they're spirit beings, they can choose their... There's a lever here, I will flip it. Probably lowers the water level. Nice. Maxwell was entirely an extra in Symphonia. Found on a floating land, actually, where I think some elves decide to reside. That, or it was a safe haven for half-elves. No, it wasn't a safe haven for half-elves, actually. It is where Genus and Rain's mother ended up living before she died, though. I don't actually think she died. No, she doesn't. Well, that's a story for someone who wants to actually play the game. But Maxwell is on that floating land, and you do need to have the other summon spirits to even access him, much like in this. Whatever you're doing, Mint, I don't agree. It's probably Acid Rain. You keep using Acid Rain. I don't know what Acid Rain does. What does Acid Rain do? Lowers the defense. You know what? That's fine. I really should have had Deep Mist on, too, for Gnome, so I'll keep that in mind for Undini. I think Undini looks pretty much the same in this. She's just like a semi-mermaid with a sword. It's really cool. You usually think of a Undini spirit having a trident, and it's like, not here. Clarth, maybe you should stop using that. Oh cool, I was disconnected from chat. I guess that means I should probably wrap. But if I could just stop hitting... You know what? Let's lower the encounter rate, because it's really just slowing us down at this point. Room bottle. Hey. It's fun to think how they are just, like, being free spirits in this, not tethered to certain places. So that's like that. Huh? It won't open, but I just came from that direction. Interesting. And there's no Celsius in this. I know there's another one called Pluto. Pluto. Summon Spirit of Death. Sounds handy, right? I don't understand. Alright. I'm gonna flip this back. Maybe I got an item, didn't realize it. I'll check the room, and if there's nothing there, I'm exiting and saving, and we can figure this out next time. I'm a little bored. I don't want to get into the Dawn of the New World plot yet. And there's a Pokemon race on SGDQ I want to watch, so, you know, priorities. Wakpatos. I think we've got plenty of cooking stuff. I should be cooking. Cheesed burger. I want whatever this is. So I don't know how to open these doors. There doesn't seem to be anywhere else I can go at the moment, so. Feels like something I can figure out before I stream again. There might have been a switch down there and I didn't notice, but like, I've already decided what I'm doing. An open area. Blizzard. Alright. Okay, that's it. It's done.